Sports. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Allie, it's all yours.
Last season marks the passing of Hall of Famer Jerry Sloan, the original Bull and longtime coach of the Jazz. Former player Mark Eaton said, quote, "I think the Utah Jazz are Jerry Sloan. The whole franchise is steeped in his teachings." And I think that is...
No doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. Players who will not be available tonight.
And both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Green. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's James Harden. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. And for Utah, Conley at the 1 with Mitchell at the 2. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 4. Well, tonight, 2 veteran teams, Grant. What does that tell you?
Well, BA, it tells me a couple of things. One, these two teams are primed to win. You can't win unless you have experience. You have veteran guys who understand what it takes. It also tells me that tonight's game will be a fun one to watch. Basketball played at the highest level.
Conley against Harden. Conley passes to Bogdanovic. Sinks the tray.
If you let Bogdanovic just catch and shoot like that, he'll make more than he misses from those.
Harris outside. On the wing, Harden. A 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, when you think James Harden, you're thinking buckets. And a lot of buckets and free throws and threes. This guy led the league in scoring the last 3 years running. Harkens you back to the likes of Michael Jordan and Will Chamberlain in terms of this point production.
The 3 from Mitchell. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
That's how you up the ante. Come on, break that gap. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Harden. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Conley. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Bogdanovic. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep. Look at points per possession. James Harden as good as anyone in history.
Well, to lead that category, BA, you need a steady guy that freeze, and layups. That's free throws, freeze, and layups. Quite honestly, those are the most efficient shots in basketball. And Harden takes more of them than anyone.
And he gets it back. Clock at 4. Harris's shot is good.
Really good to see Harris playing with that kind of confidence because, these shots will only help him get better.
Outside Mitchell.
Oh, that was something else, man. Show us some power. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? What a tough game.
It's showtime now, man. They built up a lead.
Oh, big time right there. And Harden, an absolute vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim, but the epic throwdown.
Bogdanovic on the wing. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Harris. That's his first foul of the game. Clarkson's checked in for Utah. And the Nets making a change here. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Seconds left in the first. Picked by Gobert. Bogdanovic into the lane. The shot's good.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 to get things going. Outside Harden. Fires the 3. Hits the 3-pointer. Harden's got 8.
Boy, they're on fire right now. Cooking with gas, starting this one out 4-5.
Now Mitchell. He's got 5. We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Here's Conley. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Jazz out in front, up 5. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one. And you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Here's Johnson. And so in the game for the Nets, we've got Blake Griffin. Bruce Brown is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Johnson in at the 1 spot. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Brown finds Griffin. Tipped away. Now here's Conley. Pass to Niang. Grant, you could be described as one of the earlier point forwards, and we see more of that type of player today.
Yeah, we really do. And I'm not quite sure I would be able to play in today's game because everybody does a point forward. But I attribute that to how the game has changed, it's grown, it's evolved through the years. We have this thing now, positionless basketball. There's a necessity for multi-dimensional, versatile players who can do everything on the court. Shoot, pass, rebound, defend, and certainly it's great in the league now that we have so many players who can do it. It's been a while since I've called a game, so it's in the groove.
Pass to Johnson. There's a screen. He buries it from 3. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Think about this, BA. Watching Conley play over the years, it's still a crime that he's never been voted to an all-star team. I get that there are a lot of talented point guards in this league, but at some point, give the man his respect. That's how you up the ante. Come on, make that gap. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Outside, Brown. 1:06 left in the second quarter. Conley with the ball. Pass to Niang. Takes it inside. Chalk up 2 there. Niang's got 5 now.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that. Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possession.
Favors with it. Picked up by Griffin. Clarkson outside from behind the arc. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today. Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And Griffin slams it in.
Got to plug up these lanes to the basket, especially when Griffin is flashing with force.
Clarkson outside. On the take. Oh, what a hammer!
Well, I tell you what, really a good-looking young player. Clarkson drives, takes the contact. What I really like about him is he plays at the edge. This is the guy who's trying to prove something all the time.
That'll do it for the first half. Jazz out in front. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. What a showing tonight. A sold-out building is where the action is happening. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. Jack, how'd you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, it's been Bogdanovich all the way. Great shooting touch. He does so much for the team space. When his shots falling consistently, it opens things up for everyone else.
Kenny, what's your take on Brooklyn so far?
I'd really like to see them attack the rim a little bit more. Change the game up. Generate some more easy baskets. Part of the reason they're behind is because they've been outclassed inside. They haven't been able to drive the ball, dish the ball. They need to pound it in the paint more if they want to win this basketball.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. I'll tell you, one guy's been getting it done is Bojan Bogdanovich.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half, man, to take a lot out of it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Mitchell and Bogdanovich are out there on the wings. Then there's Mike Conley. Then there's Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 4. That's the group for Utah right now. Green, the pass to Harris. Here's Irving. Clock at 6. Hits the trifecta. Irving's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Irving knocking down that free textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
Conley against Harden. And it's blocked.
Hey, you know it's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The first one falls. And Grant, this league features some great closers. All right, who would you choose to take the last shot of a game?
And there you go with those tough questions again, B.A. I mean, you got to look at LeBron James, his track record, his resume. He's had tremendous experiences in the regular season, postseason, even in the finals, closing out games and taking last shots. But with the younger generation, you've seen some players emerge in that category as well. Luka Doncic, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker. I know I'm not answering your question because there's too many guys to choose from. And I think you can take any one of those 4 names and I'd be comfortable for a last second shot.
And remember, coffee is the closer.
Exactly.
Here's Mitchell. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
And you know, B.A., with the skill and impact Mitchell had in the playoffs, it's hard to not call him elite at this point in his career.
Oh, hey, right there. Big time.
Whoa.
I don't think there's anybody better than Harden at converting through contact. Superb in that area because he's crafty, he's strong, and he's skilled.
Yes, sir. That's good from Harden.
Well, you think about James Harden, and he's been fantastic throughout his career, but particularly the last 3 years. And I think he's been a bit of a polarizing figure in the league because of his style of play, or his sly knack for drawing fouls and getting into the calls. Many have been rather outspoken and even on occasion mean-spirited with their criticism.
Pass to Harden. Three-pointer. And the Nets another three.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
For Utah, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Harris. Outside Mitchell. The free ball. And again, it's Utah with a three. Clark, you're talking about the ISO-heavy style. Some would say it hurts team chemistry.
Well, it's funny, back in the day, or way back in the day, not so much victory off of big men isolating in the post. For some reason, doing it on the perimeter is viewed a little differently. I think part of it is that it's a lot of dribbling and people standing around, and for some, the purists in the game, that can be a little distasteful.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. That one's good. Mitchell taking the play. And the Jazz.
Everything working for them out of the half as they hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Conley against Harden. Irving for 3. And the Nets another 3.
And they've come out of halftime really on a roll.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Harden. Jordan with a screen on Conley. And the three-pointer goes.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot together. You bet he has. Working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Jazz leading by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Utah leading. And so in the game for the Nets, Joe Harris out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's James Harden. And it's Griffin in at the top. Connects from downtown.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Harden, good.
How good is that? Harden manning the ball in these moments. Love stepping up at crucial time.
Pass to O'Neal. Launches a three. And again, it's Utah with a three.
That three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead. You can sense that the crowd, guys, is starting to feel as though this game just might be there. And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
That shot is good by O'Neal. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Harden against Mitchell. From deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Harden is an elite shooter. Somebody who thrives in overcoming whatever the defense throws at him. He likes that chess match. He usually comes out on top.
The three from Mitchell. Knocks down the long take. Mitchell's got 11 points here in the second half.
Man, this is just fun.
These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Oh.
Harden against Mitchell. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 8 here in this quarter.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Here's Mitchell. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Jazz.
And they got a huge boost from their reserves tonight.
Yeah, the point differential between the two benches was a deciding factor in this game.
Mitchell.
Hey, guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Wow, he really played phenomenal tonight. But we've almost come to expect that from him. He feeds off the energy from this crowd, and it certainly plays a part in elevating his game. We've got 1:08 left in the final quarter. Fires in the triple.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long distance chances.
Now Conley. Pass to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich on the wing. Over Harris. And it's Bogdanovich that time. The assist by Mitchell. And the Jazz lead by 9. So it's Brooklyn now. Outside Irving. Lets it go from deep. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
That goes back, I think, to playing with LeBron in their Cleveland days. Kyrie learned how to operate without the ball some.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And just incredible timing and defensive awareness. I mean, when you face a defender that can reject you like this, it can alter your entire approach.
Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's the teardrop. The shot comes in. Brooklyn calls timeout. They trail by 8. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump. You know, maybe working on their 60-second rule, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe
There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Both teams changing it up here. That's only fouled intentionally. First of two, no good. A heartbreaker.
Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, those double-digit years. He does a little bit of everything out there. Outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
And we go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Harden. Pass to Green. Irving for 3. It falls.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack to three-point range. Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness.